All right, one win away from defending the championship. You happy with the way the team played today?
Yeah, team played unreal. I struggled a little bit early, but team played so strong, and so did the other team. I mean, kudos to Einarson. It was a battle the whole game. Great for the fans, and came down to a couple shots here and there. So we're really excited to get back to the final and have a strong game hopefully against Jones.
Do you read anything into a game like what's going to happen tomorrow? I mean, is it a bigger game than any other just because it's Jennifer Jones and you guys obviously have won an awful lot over the years? Does that mean anything more other than it being a final?
No, it's just another final. I mean, another opportunity to prepare for finals, hopefully in trials next year. But I mean, we're just taking this game one shot at a time and making sure we're in the moment because it's a big game and we're hoping to bring our A game.
Obviously, the trials berth is taken care of, but there's some cash and trip to Vegas for the World Financial Group Continental Cup. Obviously, those are pretty good prizes in themselves.
Yeah, Continental Cup is always such a fun event. Really fun with cool shots and different formats, and it's always really fun to be there. So we'd love to represent Canada there, but I mean, Jones would be a great representative too, so we hope for a really good game tomorrow.
And what did you like about the way your team played today?
They were really strong. I mean, they made everything. We were communicating about everything. Couple things here and there we need to talk about, and got it done and figured it out. So I was really proud of my team. They played really strong.
Well, not the result you wanted after this morning, but obviously a big game against a big team like that's only going to make your team better in the long run as well.
Oh, for sure. Rachel is an awesome team. So we had one bad end. That's really what did it for us. But we learned from our mistakes and maybe should have bailed a little earlier, but it happens.
And that's a team that you just can't afford to make mistakes against, as you know.
Oh, for sure. Like they're a great peeling team, so definitely got to get your rocks and guards up in the right spots.
When you look back at this event, though, and in the context of what had gone on with your team coming into here, you got to be this is a potential turning point for your team, isn't it, for the rest of the season? Because you needed something positive to happen, I think.
Oh, for sure. When we won our first two and then lost 3 straight, we were like, oh no, are we getting back into our slump? But we came back out shooting and definitely built our confidence and going into the slam next week. So.
Right, and that's, as we know, confidence is such a big thing, and you probably got a healthy dose of it here.
Yeah, confidence is huge with our sport. You definitely need confidence to go out there and play. So, so I'm really looking forward to the slam.
Well, Steve, not the result you wanted. Just talk a little bit about the game where you saw some key turning points. Obviously, John was on fire out there.
Yeah, he got a couple extra points for their team on big shots there. That was big, and we let one slip away. First end, we make a good freeze on my first. We get out of it, and second, obviously, flashing the blank was huge to go down 3.
Yeah, and talk about that flash. Just a straight spot in the ice, or how would you assess it?
Yeah, straight spot in the ice, but I mean, I had ice where if the rock doesn't fall, I hit it, and the ice doesn't fall 6 inches, so I just drifted it a bit. And it was one I could have got away with nose hit even the way he was sitting in the house.
Right. And people look at that and think it's not a big deal, but that can be a pretty large momentum shift there.
Yeah, playing 2 down, because I mean, we got a deuce back pretty quick after that. Playing from tied versus down 1 without hammer, that's a really tough place. You got to gamble a lot. And we gambled a couple times, and he made the shot to get deuce instead of just the 1, so that hurt us big.
So as a team, what do you guys take away from this week?
Well, we're a year away from the trials, and this is pretty much the exact field it'll be. So we're mid-pack. We need to get just that little bit better and get a chance at a playoff run.
John, you got to be really happy with the way the team performed, but boy, you stepped it up out there yourself as well. So some big shots. That must have been fun.
Yeah, it's always fun to play in front of a big crowd and make some big ones and get them going. And yeah, you know what? I had a really good game today and made the big ones when I had to, and that was probably the difference.
You know, and obviously you made the big in off there as well, but him missing on the blank too, and you guys getting that steal, that was a big turning point as well early on.
Yeah, I mean, of course that's very rare to happen, and to get up 3 is really nice. And you know what? It's funny, before he threw, we said that spot was extra straight, and we were pretty surprised because I threw 2 there, and he didn't throw it that bad. He actually threw it pretty good, but it was probably the straightest spot in the ice.
Remember when you were 0-3 and wondering what the heck's going on here?
Well, you guys weren't interviewing me then, so it's not until I've won a game that you start talking. So I wanted to keep talking to you guys, so that's why I keep rolling. You know, we had a big meeting after we were 0-3, and I just kind of led the meeting and was, I didn't want to say I was hard on the guys, but I said, you know what, we got to really bear down and go back to. We were struggling with our technical tendencies. We were all over the map. and we had some great practices before we came here, and we went back to our old ways. And so just told the boys to really focus on their technical side, and that's what they've done. I said the weight will come naturally, and they're definitely throwing the rock a lot better, and especially our third, Matt Cam. He's stepped it up big, and he's made some big shots for me.
You got to play Manitoba team tonight. I don't think you're going to be the crowd favorite.
It's the story of my life, really. We played the semifinal last year against Cooey in Grand Prairie, so that's no difference to us. And so I mean, probably the rest of the way the crowd won't be cheering for us. Everybody loves Team Gushu as well if we happen to be in the final. So yeah, and that's all good. They're a very gracious crowd. I know they'll still give us some applause, but they should be rooting for Carruthers.